Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that we all face but rarely discuss in a positive light: failure. We're so often told to learn from our mistakes or to get back up on the horse, but what about the journey itself? What about the tiny steps we take after we've fallen? That's what we're diving into today: the incredible power of celebrating small victories on the road back from failure. Think about the last time you felt like you truly failed at something. Maybe it was a project at work, a personal goal you didn't reach, or even a relationship that didn't work out. The feeling can be crushing, right? It can feel like you're at the bottom of a huge mountain, with no energy to even think about climbing. The pressure to instantly bounce back and achieve some massive success can be paralyzing. But what if we changed the goal? What if, instead of looking at the summit, we just focused on taking that very first step? This is where the magic of small victories comes in. A small victory is any positive action you take, no matter how minor it seems, that moves you forward after a setback. It's not about suddenly succeeding. It's about re-engaging with the process. For example, let's say you applied for 10 jobs and didn't get a single offer. It's easy to feel defeated and stop looking altogether. But what if, the next day, you just opened your laptop and updated one line on your resume? That's it. That's a small victory. You've re-engaged. You've taken a microstep in the right direction, and that deserves to be celebrated. Why is this so important? Because celebrating these tiny wins does something powerful to our brains. It releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which creates a positive feedback loop. When you acknowledge that small step, your brain says, "Hey, that felt good. Let's do that again." This builds momentum. That one updated line on your resume might lead to you tweaking your cover letter the next day. And that might lead to you applying for just one more job. Suddenly, you're not stuck anymore. You're moving, one small, celebrated step at a time. Let's break it down with another scenario. Imagine you're trying to get fit, but you've been skipping workouts and eating junk food for a month. You feel like a total failure. The thought of a full hour at the gym is overwhelming. So, don't aim for that. Aim for putting on your workout clothes. That's it. Victory number 1. Did you do it? Awesome. High five yourself. Now, maybe you can just do 5 minutes of stretching. Victory number 2. See what's happening. We're breaking down an intimidating goal into manageable, non-scary pieces. Each piece you complete is a win that builds your confidence and makes the next step feel easier. This concept completely reframes our relationship with failure. Failure is no longer a dead end. It's a starting point for a series of small, achievable wins. It teaches us resilience in a practical, gentle way. We learn that progress isn't a giant leap but a collection of tiny, consistent efforts. This is a much healthier and more sustainable way to approach our goals and our lives. When you're in that dark place after a setback, the goal isn't to find a giant spotlight. It's to find a match, strike it, and appreciate its tiny flame. That tiny flame is your small victory. So, how do you actually put this into practice? First, you need to consciously identify your small wins. After a failure, your brain will naturally focus on the negative. You have to intentionally look for the positive actions you've taken. Did you get out of bed when you wanted to stay hidden under the covers? That's a victory. Did you make one healthy food choice today? Victory. Did you reach out to a friend for support instead of isolating yourself? A huge victory. Next, you have to actually celebrate them. This doesn't have to be a big party. Celebration can be internal. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and say to yourself, "I did that. That was a good step." You could also keep a small wins journal. At the end of each day, write down 1 or 2 small things you accomplished, especially things that felt hard. Reading back through this journal on a tough day can be an incredibly powerful reminder that you are, in fact, making progress, even when it doesn't feel like it. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I launched a creative project that I had poured my heart and soul into 4 months. And it completely flopped. The engagement was terrible. The feedback was mediocre, and I felt like a total fraud. I wanted to quit creating altogether. For a week, I didn't touch my camera or my computer. I just felt numb. Then, one morning, I forced myself to sit down and just write one idea in my notebook. Just one. It was a tiny, stupid idea, but I wrote it down. And I told myself, okay, you did something. The next day, I took one photo. Not for a project, just for myself. Slowly, win by win, I rebuilt my creative confidence. The failure didn't disappear, but it became the foundation for a more resilient creative process. Those small victories were the stepping stones that led me out of that pit of despair. This mindset is not about ignoring the pain of failure. It's okay to feel disappointed, frustrated, or sad. Those feelings are valid. But it's about not letting those feelings be the end of the story. It's about acknowledging the hurt while also recognizing your own strength and taking the next small, positive step. It's a testament to your resilience. Every time you choose to take a small action after a failure, you are proving to yourself that you are not defined by your setbacks. You are defined by your response to them. This approach is so much more compassionate than the suck it up and move on mentality. It allows us to be human. It understands that our energy and motivation will fluctuate, especially after a setback. On days when you feel strong, maybe your small victory is bigger. On days when you feel broken, maybe your victory is simply drinking a glass of water. Both are valid, both are worthy of celebration, because both are acts of moving forward, of choosing growth over stagnation. So, here's my challenge for you. The next time you face a failure, big or small, I want you to resist the urge to focus on the giant mountain ahead. Instead, look down at your feet and ask yourself, what is the smallest possible step I can take right now? Then take that step, and when you do, I want you to pause, take a breath, and genuinely congratulate yourself. Acknowledge the effort, honor the step, because that single step is a quiet act of rebellion against despair. It's a declaration that you're still in the game. Those small victories are the breadcrumbs that will lead you out of the woods of failure. They are the building blocks of momentum, the fuel for resilience, and the source of authentic, hard-won confidence. Start celebrating them today, and watch how it transforms your journey. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on growth and resilience. I'd love to hear about a small victory you celebrated recently in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep taking those small steps forward.